Are we in a battle for our soul?
Yes.
Okay? Every day, the devil will sit on your shoulder and preach to you negative thoughts.
Amen.
He'll tell you that God don't love you. He'll tell you that He's lost your number. He'll tell you you're going to die with a disease. He'll tell you you're going to have one just like your mom or your dad. He'll sit there and he'll keep infiltrating your mind.
Amen.
And I call it the mind of stinking thinking. There's a different type of a mind, and that's having the mind of Christ.
Amen.
When you have the mind of Christ, He said, think upon these things. Holy, pure, righteous, godly. Think upon your neighbor as a person of need. And then ask yourself and ask the Lord, how can I help my neighbor? And then when you go out of your way to help your neighbor, what you're doing is helping yourself. Because when your time comes that you need your help, there will be somebody come to your rescue.
Amen.
Every time. Dick Boyd, how long have you been coming to church in Delaware and Columbus? You and your wife?
I think about 19, 20 years.
19 or 20 years. And you lived in Cincinnati, you lived in Nelsonville, you lived in Middletown. Or did you live in Cincinnati? No, you just Middletown and Nelsonville. Okay? Out of that, all that 19 years, how many days would you say that you missed church?
I really don't think any. If so, maybe one or two.
And if you missed any church, it was because you were forced to work. And that's not counting all the revivals that we had that they made a trip of.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Now, why would somebody that lived clear down in Middletown, clear down in Nelsonville, make an effort to come to Columbus or Delaware to church if there wasn't something happening or they couldn't find the need that they needed? They found God in wherever they were coming to church. There's all kinds of churches in Nelsonville and Middletown
Amen.
and along the way. Chris lives in Dayton. How long you been coming to church?
Steady, probably about 7 years.
Out of that 7 years, how many days did you miss church?
I try not to miss any, maybe
A handful. Now here's two people that have been coming to church for many years, and the reason they come is because there's something to come for. And in that time they're coming, they're not just basically coming for themselves, they're coming to be a blessing. Chris came to my house yesterday to clean my motorhome, helped me clean my driveway, washed down my cars, and did a whole bunch of washed my trailer and a whole bunch of stuff. Didn't ask for anything. He just come because he saw the need. Now when you have somebody that has that type of a heart to do something good for somebody, not just for me, because I've seen Chris do it for other people. I've seen Chris and Dick both go out of their way to Delaware and pick up people and bring them to church and take them back home and then go back. Going out of their way to be a blessing. And that's what God looks at. So when trouble comes your way, remember, and it's going to come, it'll probably happen today if you wait around for it. But it will come, just remember, if you're out doing good, evil is present all the time.
Amen.
It's there to take you and make you feel like you're not worth anything.
Yes.
But you got to also know that you have to be worth something. Jesus died for you.
Amen.
He died for me. I know He died for you. He died for us because He loves us.
Amen.
And love covers a multitude of sins. Did you know that? So when you do make your mistake, remember, you've got more good happening, so that covers the bad when it happens.